Hey guys, it's me Bert and welcome back to my channel. So for today I wanted to show you how I accomplished this look. I had actually worn this a couple weekends ago and when I was out I received quite a few compliments on it, so I thought, oh, big clue, that's a thing to share. So here I am, this is what I did, and if you want to see how I accomplished that, let's get started. Okay, so starting with a flat paddle style brush, we're going to go into Makeup Geek's Vanilla, and as you can see I've hit pan, and this is the first shadow I've hit pan on. And I've already primed my eyes, and this is what I'm using as my setting powder essentially. And as you can see, I'm just kind of swishing it all across my eye, just making sure it's got good coverage. And as you can also see, it's very similar to my natural skin tone, so it won't actually impede with any colors later. And this just also helps with blending later as well. So now, taking our big fat fluffy bending brush from BH Cosmetics and using this color from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Now I know that it's a limited edition palette and it's not available, but I have found out what the single color names are, and I'll put that in the description. So as you can see, I'm using this as my transition color. Now this particular color, it doesn't really show as well on camera, but it's really quite interesting. It has this kind of peachy pink tone, but it has a iridescent pink sheen to it, so it really lended itself nicely for the transition color for this particular look. So next we're going to go and use the E45 brush that I got recently from Sigma, and we're dipping into this cranberry color in that same palette. Again, I'll list the color number below. And we're going to focus on the outer corner of the eye and into the crease. And I'm both looking down as well as looking straight ahead to make sure that I get exactly where I want to place the color. And this color I'm just going to slowly build, going back and forth into the color and back and forth across my eye. By looking straight ahead, I really make sure that I get it right into my crease and slightly above, so when the eye is open, you can actually see the color. And then going back to my blending brush, going across the top and just blending the whole color out just to make sure it's smooth and that there's no harsh lines. And I'll actually do this again. There's no additional color on that brush, it's just using it as the tool it's intended to help blend the product. So as you can see now, I'm going to go back to the E45 and back to the cranberry color and just continue to deepen it up until I get the look that I want. So now using some MAC Fix Plus and using the Sigma E25 brush, I'm going into the Urban Decay Moonshadow color in Solstice. Now this color dry has quite a bit of fallout, so that's why I use the Fix Plus. You can also use eye drops to help essentially moisten it and help it stick to your eyelid. As you can see, it's kind of a burgundy color with some teal glitter to it. And I'm just kind of patting it onto my eye to get it where I want it to be. So now going with my Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner in Trooper, I'm going to do a wing on my eyes. So starting at my inner corner, I'm just laying the pen down and just kind of essentially applying some dashes. And then working across the top of my eye. And then we're going to go and lay it down against the line that I created with my eyeshadow. And once we lay it down, we're going to sweep it up, following the shape of my eye. This lets the pen do the work for me. So now we're just going to clean up any jagged edges. So now it's more like filling it in versus trying to draw it out. I wanted the tail a bit longer, so I'm just drawing that on. And this pen is great for it because it has a real fine point, as well as I'm broadening out the outside corner. And again, just cleaning up the edges, making sure everything's nice and straight and beautiful. Just looking at myself just to make sure it's applied where I want it. And now I have the other eyeliner on, and I also went ahead and put on my foundation and my concealer, and in that my eyeliner got a little messed up, so I'm just touching it back up, redefining the line. And now with my new favorite lashes, these are by Koko in the style Bella, as you can see. I've applied some glue and I'm kind of blowing it to make it set. And I'm just going to apply those right to my eye. Apparently I had a hard time finding the corner so that I could get it applied where I wanted it. There we go, we have it all set. Just making sure it's really firmly down and right against the lash line. That's what's great about this particular tool, is you can get right in close to the lash line. And now we're just looking to make sure it looks okay. And then there it is with the second eye, and as you can see, I'm just checking it again. Alright, so now using a short smudgy shader brush, we're applying that burgundy color underneath of our eyes. This really helps lay down kind of like a nice dense line of color. But I found it really wasn't what I wanted, so I went back to that E45, still in the same color, and now I'm just blending it out because I wanted it to be a little bit more blown out, so I'm just using a different brush to help me get that. And using the Clinique lower bottom lash mascara in black just to go ahead and finish off this particular look, and just applying it to my lower lash line, obviously. Okay, so I have completed the look. While I was off camera, I just put on some blush, a little bit of contour. Again, something you guys have seen me do every single time. I haven't done any real new technique. But to finish off, we're going to go ahead and put on some lipstick. I am using that double click lipstick that I got in one of my beauty subscription boxes. Okay, I thought it was a good color because it was relatively neutral but had that like mauve purple thing going on that I felt like complemented this look quite well. So that's it. That's what I did a couple of weekends ago and wanted to share again. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe and give me that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.